My name is Desmond Lee, and the two authors I'm going to be talking about in this little video I'm making is Sutton E. Griggs and James Weldon Johnson. Sorry. So first I'm going to start off with Sutton E. Griggs. Sutton E. Griggs was an African-American author, Baptist minister, and social activist born in 1872 in Nashville, Tennessee. He's best known for his novel Imperium and Imperial, 1899, which explores themes of race, power, social justice, and the post-reconstruction America. I found Imperium and Imperial to be a powerful novel that goes into the struggles African Americans faced during that era. The story presents two characters with very different approaches to achieve equality. One believing in working within the system, while the other argues for creation of a segregated black nation. This bold approach made me reflect on the complexities of racial equality and the difficulties of creating real change in dividing social. The novel left me feeling both inspired by the characters' determination and saddened by challenges that they face. Gray's novel is also relevant today. Issues like racial inequality, the debate over how to achieve equality, and the need for black empowerment continues to resonate in a movement like Black Lives Matter. The novel calls for strong leadership and unity in the black communities, and it's still important in our conversations today about it. Griggs' work encouraged reflection on how far we've come and how much more is needed for true equality. Imperium and Imperial relates to the Reconstruction era by addressing the ongoing struggles African Americans faced after the Civil War. Even though slavery has ended, many of our ancestors were still fighting for equality in a society that continued to oppress them. The novel questions whether full integration into American society is possible, or if creating a path of black empowerment is necessary. A debate central to the era. An artist that I listen to that I would compare Sutton E. Griggs to is Kendrick Lamar. Like Griggs, Kendrick Lamar addresses the issues of racial inequality, identity, and self-determination in his work. Lamar, particularly his album To Pimp a Butterfly, explores themes of empowerment and the struggles of living into a system that doesn't support black people. Both Griggs and Lamar use their platforms to challenge social norms and provoke those about the social justice and equality. The parallel I see in our country today is that I saw in the novel are about how to deal with systemic racism, whether through gradual integration into mainstream society or more radical measures like challenging status quo. Today, we see similar debates in the fight for racial justice. For example, some people use the supporting ideas like defunding the police, providing restoration, or changing the education system to address inequality. Some believe that changes can be improved by the intuition, while others think the bigger, more dramatic changes are needed to break down the system to keep racism alive. Some argue, and yeah, so Griggs' novel was great from what I read, and yeah. So the next person I'm going to talk about is James Weldon Johnson. James Weldon Johnson was an African-American author, educator, lawyer, diplomat, and social activist born in 1817 in Jacksonville, Florida. He is best known for his novel Autobiography of an Ex-Colored Man, 1912, which explores themes of racial identity, passing, and the complexities of being in a segregated society. I found the autobiography of an ex-colored man to be very, very powerful. To be exploring of a man that's torn between two racial worlds. The protagonist struggles with identity, and the idea of passing made me reflect on different choices African Americans had to make during that time and still face today. The novel left me feeling empathy towards the character, internal conflict, and the pressures of living in a racial divided society. Johnson's novel remains relevant today. The theme of racial identity and the challenges of navigating a segregation society still resonates in the modern discussion about race. The novel encourages us to reflect on the ongoing struggles for equality and the complexities of the identity in the divided world. The autobiography of an ex-colored man reflects on the early 20th century struggles of African Americans, particularly in the face of Jim Crow laws and racial segregation. The concept of passing speaks to the tough choices many African Americans face to survive in racial divided society. Complementary artists that An artist that I would compare Johnson to is J. Cole. Like J. Cole addresses issues of identity, race, and social pressure in his music. His album For Your Eyes Only, which is a great album by the way, explores themes, self-discovery, and navigating a racial bias world similar to exploring the race and identity in Johnson's novel. The parallels I see in our country today is that I saw in Ex-Colored Man are the complexities of race identity, issues like colorism, and the pressure to conform to society expectation of race continue to shape people's experiences. Johnson's novel encourages reflection on these issues and to prevent present in today's conversation about race. Thanks for listening.